All right.
Were
No,
you on Saturday night? Did you go on Saturday night, by the way?
yeah, for a little bit, I was hanging out with D.
Yeah, I was going to when I fell asleep in my chair. So I
Yeah,
got home from work and so beat. But I wanted to jump on, just get baked, you know?
I did the same thing. I woke up and I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot it was Saturday."
Yeah, right. Get your haircut?
Yes,
Looks good.
thank you.
I like it. Yeah, man. I'm getting mine tomorrow morning. Kind
Well,
of the same thing almost.
we get a bunch of events coming up.
Yeah.
May
I should be. Mm-hmm.
13th, I think it
Beef.
is.
But the Turptown?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought you said 15th or something. It's a Saturday.
I'll have to look.
Yeah, no biggie. I'm gonna definitely, most likely, I should be able to go to that job that I really won't be working Saturdays.
That's good though. Probably, I hate working weekends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do I. But you know, I had to do what I had to do. I knew it wasn't going to be permanent, so this new job is going to be fucking. It's 10 to 6, dude. How can I complain?
Yeah, right.
It's 20 minutes away from my house. Well, I should say the Worcester office, but I'm going to be out in your area quite a bit. They're telling me, be in
What's up?
Pittsburgh.
What's up,
Oh,
Cranmore? Doctor, leave me alone. Um,
yeah. How do I go over and see their chat? I do it last time.
I had, yeah, I'm not. We're not doing the YouTube one.
Okay. That's why.
I wasn't
No
on
what?
my. I wasn't on my. My phone's almost dead, so I was like, "Fuck it."
Hey, what are you smoking on dabs right now? What are you smoking for dabs?
I think this is grunts.
Oh, interesting. And
It's
that's
alright.
obviously runs with what? What
Uh,
with runs?
Georgia runts, probably Georgia pie, maybe.
Right on. Oh, we just scored again. Sweet, man. Oh, the Garden's going nuts. 3-1. DeBrusque just scored.
Yeah,
Sweet,
I
sweet.
bet. I bet on them.
Yeah, you bet on the Bees? Hell yeah. Yeah, you'd be a fool not to. I mean, they're bound to lose a game here and there, but they're probably going to win both at home, lose one away in Florida, and then come back and then sweep the rest. That's kind of what the prediction is.
Celtics are doing really good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. I get them all. I get all the headlines. You know, I always get the headlines for our local sports for sure. Red Sox. So the Red Sox aren't doing too well, but
Mm-mm.
hopefully they'll pick up.
They
I
won
want to
the
go to a
other
couple of
day.
games this year.
My mom
Yeah,
can get
yeah, they
tickets.
did. I saw that. They blew out somebody 15 to something a week ago or whatever the hell it was. Oh, excuse me.
My mom can get tickets.
Yeah, can she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to connect. I'll see what he has too. But yeah, hell yeah.
She works with someone that's always selling tickets, I think.
Oh, right on. Yeah. How do you like that Prime? Is that the energy drink or is that just the?
This is the drink. I'm using it
Yeah,
as like a spit cup.
yeah, I know what you mean. My wife got her those. My daughter loves them, and my wife actually got her. I think I told you guys, but they got her one of the Prime Energy drinks, and I'm like, I saw it in the Eastern basket, and I went, no. She is definitely not getting this at the age of 11. Fact.
Yeah,
They sell them at my
they
office. You
they
know, they sell
say
the monsters. Mm-hmm.
they're saying dietary specialists are saying they're not too like good for you.
Yeah, they're horrible for you actually. Some of the ingredients, especially the monster. I heard the monster is the worst one on the market right now for the human body or something. Some of the ingredients in there. But that was a while ago. I heard that or read something about it.
I drink Mountain Dew. That's my vice.
Yeah, yeah. Dew was my favorite when I was young because it had the most caffeine of all the sodas. That's why I used to drink
Do
it.
you remember Surge?
Yeah, oh yeah, hell yeah. I used to suck one of those down every once in a while. It's just caffeine. Yeah,
I'm
I used
trying
to
to
take
drink.
caffeine pills when I was in
Like,
college. Oh my
I
god,
used
I
to do
lived
the
on
no
those.
dose.
Mm-hmm.
I've been drinking a
Yep.
lot of seltzer lately. Or trying to drink more
Yeah,
juices and shit.
I know what you mean. I don't drink a lot of soda to be honest.
I do.
Yeah, do you? Yeah. I drink a lot of Gatorade Zeros. That's what I like, G Zero.
I like vitamin water. I don't know why.
Yeah, those are good too. I like them. I like anything with no sugar in it. I'm just not a sugar guy.
What's up, Midwest? How
I'm
you
more of a
doing, man?
caffeine, nicotine kind of guy, which is like the worst thing for you. You know? Yeah.
Let me check.
I'm trying. I got the gum and I got the patches. My wife and I have for a couple of years, so we're gonna try those in the next week because we gotta
It
we gotta make this car payment now.
it just
I'd
sucks.
say seven. Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I have to go to New Hampshire for my fucking vape juices,
Yeah, for the flavored shit.
and like the one my mom goes to, they don't have vape juice, so I don't want cigarettes. So I had her get me dip
Oh
skull.
yeah, yeah. I like dip. If it wasn't so messy in my mouth, I would. I like the pouches, but I'll smoke with pouch in my mouth too, though.
See, as long as I have nicotine,
With a patch and
I'm
chewing the gum.
I'm all right. The patches never worked.
Yeah, the patches work for me, but I'll be honest. If I'm not thinking about it, I
That's the
don't.
thing. That's the
Like
thing
when I
right
was in the
there.
hospital, I didn't even freaking because it's all in the head. My father proved it to me. All my uncles, they all quit. I told you about my grandfather. 55 years with cigarettes, cigars, and pipes, and quit cold turkey when he was in the hospital for that time back in 1976. And my father did it in 1970. Just spent a weekend doing nothing but watching friggin' football and college ball and pro for a weekend, sucking down friggin' popcorn like there was. He had a big paper trash bag, and he was just constantly filling it with popcorn and constantly had a coffee going with him. And it, just for a weekend, he never picked up another cigarette after that weekend. Never forget it. He was just like, go out and play. I was like 6 or something, or 7, I don't know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
my dad had to quit.
yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. I mean, I have to anyway, but just for my daughter's sake. But I know.
It's an oddity. It's like an oddity to smoke cigarettes now.
Yeah, just in America, nowhere else in the world but America and Canada, of course. But my wife had to buy a pack when she was up there for the funeral, for the service for her cousin, and she paid 18 and change for a pack of generic pack of cigarettes with all the fucking lungs on it and everything. Yeah, well, we're the only
Was
ones.
that Canadian money?
No, she was able to use I think
Loons, I think they're called.
yeah, I forget too, but
Because I know my
but
mom,
anyway,
when she went
yeah,
to Canada, she came back with a carton of cigarettes, and then
really, huh?
I think it's like kind of like New York. The closer you get to the city, the more money it is. Because I know
Yeah, right.
people that leave New York City and just travel outside. There's Indian reservations and shit,
Yep,
and they get cheap ass
yep.
cigarettes. But you go to
Yeah,
Times
because there's
Square,
no.
you're 12, 15, 18
Yeah, mine
dollars.
right now, dude. I'm paying for 2 packs of cigarettes now. Parliament 100s. I'm paying for $28. $28. Yeah,
I told
every
you,
day. If I
my family
get
goes
rid
up
of that,
every week.
yeah, but I gotta quit. Yeah, yeah. No, I appreciate the offer. Believe me, I gotta quit, man. There's gotta be something I can do. It gets my mind. So between work and this new job, and especially being a soup, I want to, first impressions mean everything. So, but over the weekend, maybe I can start kicking them. My
Yeah,
goal.
I don't
Yep.
know. It's my mom's tried hypnotizing and all this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. My friends did that when they were friggin' 16, 17 years old. My friend, actually, one of my best friends, John Mon, his mother said when he was like 14, she said to him, if you don't smoke by the time you're 18, I'll get, and this is, she had no idea he was smoking anyway, but she just goes, you don't smoke, I'll give you $1,000. That was back then. That was a lot of money. So he tried hypnotism. It worked for about 6 months, but he's supposed to go back, and he never went back. That was kind of the key to that. But
Go.
we were only 16. You know what I mean?
I don't know. That shit doesn't work. I was one of the
Yeah.
people that couldn't be hypnotized. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've heard of people like that. I haven't tried it. I wanted to try it, but I didn't try it. I've been smoking literally nonstop since I was buying a pack a day almost since I was 8. And I started smoking when I was 4 by my babysitter. So it's just kind of ingrained. It's like giving up really one of my oldest friends. But I got to get over that.
Send me another message. Sorry, it probably got moved to the side. Yeah, my grandmother smoked till the day she died, I think.
Yeah, I believe it. A lot of my relatives did, not knowing.
And she drank.
Yeah.
Like Milwaukee's Best.
Yeah.
She drank Milwaukee's Best and smoked GPCs.
Wow. How old she lived till?
I think like 80.
Yeah. They say if you smoke after the age of 60, most likely your odds to make it to 70 are almost nil. And that's obviously a general blanket statement, but it's true. Let me get way past. I want to make it till at least I can walk my daughter down the aisle someday. Plus, I'll feel better.
Yeah.
Feel way better. I'll get more motivation, more energy.
We were talking about
the gym.
Doing like a bowling league the other day.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I haven't done that in years.
I'm down. Like I don't care if we suck. We can practice, but I want to like do something like that.
It's fun.
Dart league, pool league.
Bowling, oh, darts.
Whatever.
Are you kidding me? I did that for over 10 years. I would love to play darts.
I'm good at darts.
Yeah, same here. I used to be anyway.
I'm okay at pool.
But I would love. Yeah, I'm not bad at pool. I grew up with a pool table in my house, so.
My dad was a member of the Eagles, so we free pool all the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's cool. 3-1 still. Nice.
I wonder how the Celtics playing Atlanta.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? I saw that. I didn't even. I usually check the score real quick. The score. I love YouTube TV, man.
Yes, I don't have that.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. You get literally endless cloud space, bro. And I mean, like, you get infinite cloud space. Like, you can record every fucking show on that you have the whole season, every season, no matter what, for forever.
I got Golden State. They're playing Sacramento. I got the Bruins, Golden State, and the Celtics on this parlay. Money line.
That's some good picks. I think that's what close to what a friend of mine at Spectrum has. Kind of almost the same line that you do. He always gives me the update what his freaking bets are.
Yeah, Red Sox lost today to the Angels. 4-5.
5-4. Yeah. At home too. That's
right. Sucks. I wouldn't mind going. Like the Red Sox games are fun, but I want to go see it. I've never been to a Bruins game.
Really? Oh, dude, we gotta go. Too bad it's still playoffs. I'm not gonna pay that kind of money to go see them.
I might be able to get cheap tickets for playoffs. I'll go see a playoff game.
Hell yeah! Are you kidding me?
I'll ask my mom tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'll see my father if he can give out. He's got season tickets and he always gets the playoffs
I'll throw some money
automatically.
down
So
for that.
I'll see if he has anything available because he does give them out real fast. They're usually already reserved by somebody.
That's how my mom's friend is, but sometimes they're up for sale. This
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
I think this guy has like season tickets to every sport, and he has
Oh,
like
cool.
ins on concerts and stuff. It's weird.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, I got friends that are scalpers. They'll always have
But
tickets,
he
but
he
it all
works.
depends if it's a sold out thing, playoff game, they get an extra,
He might
and they're
be,
not
but
gonna. They'll give me a deal.
he works for my mom, so I don't know.
Oh no shit, huh?
I think it's just
Like
him
a
and his
like
friends throw down money, and they all got tickets to shit. And since they're so friendly with the
yeah, yeah,
staff, they can get tickets easy.
yeah. Too bad I didn't take that job at the TD Garden back in the
That would be
fall.
cool.
Yeah, right. I'd be at the game right now. It's a union job too.
I've never seen the Celtics either. I've never been to a basketball game. I've been
Yeah,
to I've been to
we're gonna go to the
Foxborough,
South Gate.
and I've been to the obviously Red Sox. Like I was a big
Yeah,
baseball kid, so Red Sox were more of my thing growing up.
yeah. Saw plenty of football games last fall when I worked for Kraft. Cool. That was my first time actually in Gillette Stadium.
Really? I actually been on
Yeah,
the stadium, like on the turf.
yeah, yeah. Me too. The first night of orientation, they take you down, give you the whole tour, and you get like 20 or 30 minutes to do whatever you want on the field, take pics,
We
all that
were
bullshit. So yeah, go ahead.
I was working,
That's
so
cool.
we were laying down like plywood so they could put dirt on it for monster trucks.
Oh yeah, no shit, huh? Because they don't do that anymore at Gillette. That's the one thing they don't do is monster truck anymore.
Hmm.
Something like that. That's why they do
It's
it
a
at
pain in the
DCU
fucking.
Center now.
It's a pain in the
Yeah, they don't want
ass.
to ruin the field. Yeah, that's
They
one reason why they do it.
they have to
Yeah,
cover the whole field before they do anything.
yeah,
So
it's
and
really weird.
they cover it in plywood, and then they roll plastic over it,
Mhm.
and then they put the dirts and make the jumps and build the machine. It was cool though. I stood right there. Must have been one of the last
Yeah,
ones they did. It was probably early 2000s.
yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah.
What's everyone smoking in chat? What are you guys up to? What are you guys growing? Anything good? Charlie, are you flipped yet? What's going on with you?
No, not yet. It's gonna happen though this week. That's why I'm taking Friday and Saturday off for my. I'm quitting. I gave my resignation for Thursday being my last day, so I can get Friday. Either we go to Springfield if you don't go Thursday, and then that's why I'm taking the time off so I can get the fucking shit in the flour. And I told you I got my new rate just kicked in, 10 cents, a little over 10 cents a kilowatt.
I'm trying to figure out
So
how I can do something like that. I need help.
yeah, yeah,
This
that's
shit's
kind of the
crazy.
reason why yeah, that's why I kind of was dragging my feet.
They told me to
Besides the fact that I just
call
didn't want to do
Mass
it.
Save.
Yeah, yeah, we got it through our town, thank God.
I guess Mass
See how
Save
this
helps people.
Yeah, they do with the solar and everything and any kind of assistance. In
I think
fact,
we
we just
want to
got
do
our
solar.
bill. Yep. Because I'm right now I'm in a hawk up to almost $5,000 in my electric bill through National Grid and my third party supplier. And but we just got the notice that we qualify for the debt forgiveness. Do
That's
you know what
cool.
that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you can't do it until it says it on your bill, like you qualify. So the last bill finally had it on it.
That's fun. Yeah, see the
So
one
we're gonna see what we
LED.
can do for that too. 'Cause as long as you pay half or something, they just forgive the other half or something.
I have the dehumidifier going right now.
And our insurance didn't go up that much either with the new car. It only went up like $80. Still cheaper than what we were paying. Liberty Mutual.
That's the thing. Progressive and all these other little companies are so good.
Homeowners insurance and all that shit. It's like $300. So
Can you hear me?
be at like $244. Switched over.
Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta rejoin. 2 seconds, everyone. Can you hear me, Charlie? Charlie's
This
wrong.
black cherry should be good. This black.
Can you?
It's black cherry. Yeah.
Yo, can you hear me? I don't think Charlie can hear me. Here, let me tell him to jump out and in.
You're still there, right, Smith?
Jump out and come back in. Oops. Discord's, I don't know, like what happens. I think that when your phone or something reconnects, sometimes it messes with your audio because sometimes you just can't hear like the other person. Oh, let me just text them actually. Probably easier. Jump out of the room and come back in. The audio messed up. there he is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I tried jumping out and it didn't fix it.
Yeah, no problem. I saw the notification for 2 messages. I'm like, oh, what's that? And then I saw what you said, and I was like, all right. So it's just the process of jumping out and jumping back in.
Yeah, it's so weird how Discord does it. I don't know what happens.
Yeah. Especially after all that bullshit with what's his name down in friggin' I'm wondering what they're doing now on Discord just because they got that dude with the friggin', top secret shit he was posting on here. Classified stuff.
He was from Mass,
right
I heard.
Mass. Yeah, he is. They
One
actually, did you see the helicopter? Right before they arrested him, they were in the helicopter and they were showing him on his back porch. Beautiful, I can't remember what day it was. That was really nice and sunny. And he's in shorts. He's reading a book out on his back porch. He gets the phone call. You can see when he gets the phone call from the feds. He walks inside saying, take your shoelaces out of your boots, walk outside. And he's in shorts, and all I'm thinking to myself is going, oh, dude, in 2 days it's going to be freezing. I mean, he's probably going to be in a jumpsuit anyway, obviously, but like, dude, you're going to be cold until you get a freaking jumpsuit on. Sitting in that fucking holding cell. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a weird little situation that happened.
Yeah, dumb fucking 20-year-old kid. He was the oldest in a group of teenagers, basically. So he's 21. Thought he was king shit. I just want to let them know where their tax dollars were going. Like, you kidding me? These fuckers can't even vote yet. They don't give a shit about taxes. They're not worried about that yet.
Well,
until you're a fucking homeowner, a property owner, a fucking car owner, a credit card.
I don't know what Discord he released it on. That's the thing.
Yeah. It was called Thug. What was it? Thug something. Thug Smash. Thug Smashers or Thug Crashers or something. Club or something. I can't remember. Like, fuck. I think he had the word smashed in there, though. Smashed.
Yeah. So does Chemdog. Apparently, he wanted to take Smashed too. Whatever.
Nobody. It's you. No offense to anybody else, but that's just, I don't think of anybody but you.
I only met one other girl that had the nickname Smash. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had like a whole booth and shit. I was like, oh no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So she's already pretty connected.
I don't know. I don't even know what I think she was from Vermont.
Oh, no kidding.
or Maine or one of those places. I think it's Maine. The Harvest Cup's gonna be fucking lit this year. We'll be having a table.
Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of excited for that one too.
That's gonna be fun, fun, fun.
Hopefully the weather's nice in Chucktown.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll look.
Is it indoor or outdoor venue? Do you know?
Oh, it's the fairground.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, they
Well,
have
hopefully.
buildings.
Yeah, yeah, but will they be allowed to utilize them? Right?
We've used them before. We'll be in the barn this year. I'll be in the barn
I
this
would.
year at another point. The big
Why? Where
show,
is it being held?
Spencer.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, okay.
So it looks like it's gonna start getting like 60s every day towards
Yeah,
that week.
yeah. The
Um,
first week of May, second week of May.
yeah, so they have like a big concert every year, and they open up. They have a whole bunch of people fly in from Cali, and there's an artist coming to paint all day and stuff. So we're gonna be chilling. Last year I had to
Yeah,
split up the big show because it's 2 days. First day I hung out with Miranda Family Farms, and the second day I hung out with the gallery.
right.
But I
Yeah, they
mean,
get some nice artwork they've been posting.
they were like 10 booths apart, so
Right.
yeah, we just had a really nice show at the gallery. Artist from North Carolina, Outer Banks,
Kidding. Yeah, yeah.
lives
Yeah, I
like
like that.
on an island.
Oh, no wonder he's doing all the fish. So cool, man. Some of that's freaking smoking.
Those are
Like some.
cheap too. Like those paintings aren't that expensive.
What, what, what's not expensive? How much?
50, 100,
Oh, yeah, that's reasonable. That's very
right? It's
reasonable.
not that
Yeah.
bad.
No, not at all.
The big ones are maybe, I think the ones with the frames are 250.
Yeah, that's worth it if they're framed, no doubt. Especially if they're well framed. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he paints the frame with the painting too.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's totally worth it. Yeah,
My dog,
I have a
sorry
lot
you
of
guys.
respect for Biggie.
Um, he was cool too. He was here all the way. I think he left today.
Oh, no kidding, huh? Yeah, yeah. I mean, just artists in general, man. If they can generate any kind of money while they're still alive, being an artist, I got a lot of respect, man. Make a lot of sacrifices, because
So
they really have a true passion. Don't
this
make a lot of
is
money.
this is the gallery site.
Yeah, they got some nice glass too, man.
That's the artist.
Oh, right on.
Oh, those are the ones that are framed right there. They got a Boston one right here. Wu
Now, is this
Tang.
stuff staying on display even though he went home?
Yeah, we're doing. I think it's gonna be here for a month.
Oh, very cool. That's sick. I love that. Beautiful. I like those eyes. Those eyes. Do, 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 do,
Let me go to
do, do, do,
my YouTube channel because I
those eyes.
posted shorts. So check this out. This is. Let me shut the music off. So that's one of the glass pieces. That's 1,000, 250 for this pendant, 250 for that pendant. That's 1,000 for a rig. I think that's 100. These are like 50. That's 100.
Is that a snowboard? That was a shape of a
It's a
snowboard.
yeah, it's a skateboard he painted.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sweet.
The glass over here is crazy. Slugworth, that's 1,200. That's 18. That's 800. That's not too bad. That's another skateboard he did.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then these are the framed ones.
Those fish look familiar, with the
Yeah, the
just the
anglerfish.
painting. I mean, yeah, but I mean, just the paintings themselves. It's like where have I seen them before? Probably. I mean, this artist. I mean,
I think he's
it
he's
has to
been
be.
to he's been to events before, like Chirptown.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's where I've seen him.
He
Maybe
hangs out with
that's
all the hippie artists, he said. Like
okay.
all the white boy reggae bands. He's like, I paint for all of
What's
them.
it? And what's the artist's name? What's his name? Do you know?
Yeah, he added me. I have to look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious.
I have to go back
I
to
so dig that.
Instagram.
I'm just no good at art, man. I tried when I was a kid. I mean, I can make certain caricature faces and stuff, but when it comes to like real art, God, I wish I was good. My
So this
daughter's good.
is the artist. This is his page if anyone wants to check his stuff out. Pretty cool stuff.
So they're doing 420. Anybody got any? I can't see comments or anything, but cheers, chat,
What's
Brian
going on?
Moore, and everybody.
What are you doing for 420? Anything?
Me myself,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up my new car, my new Beamer.
Oh, nice.
1:30 in the afternoon.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's all settled.
There's got to be
Yeah,
something going on.
we got the insurance all set today. That was the big thing, was just getting everything, getting everything over to friggin' Carvana, getting everything over to Progressive. So, and then at 6:30 or so, because we had to have the paperwork in by 2:30 today, but then there was an issue with Progressive, so we got an extension till 9. But about 6:30, my wife got on the phone with Carvana, and everything was all settled, and it's our car now. So we already switched the registration over for my wife's car. So for like 2 days, she has to drive basically uninsured. The plate's still active. It's just the insurance isn't. So, but she's only going to go back and forth to work.
My
She's
friend's
only
trying
like
to.
20 minutes away.
My friend's got a really nice Nissan Altima. Well, it's
Yeah,
not rusty.
you were saying that.
It's not
Yeah, yeah.
rusty.
What
It
year?
needs. It's like a early 2000s, like 09, 10.
Did I lose you again?
Nissan Altima Coupe. So it kind of looks like a G35 Infinity.
Hey guys, anybody out there?
No,
Anybody else?
I think it
Hear
of
me?
it. I think it did it again.
Is it me?
What time is it? 9:48.
Hey,
I don't know why it
I
keeps.
can't ease your pain. There you go.
Is it working?
Get you. Yeah, now it is.
What
I
the
can
fuck?
hear you anyway. Are you messaging me again?
I was gonna, but that's so weird. I don't know what the fuck happens.
Yeah, just kind of drops you.
They finally
Just
got
goes
clones
silent on
around
my
here.
end.
We haven't, yeah, we just starting
Yeah,
to see clones. Like, this is the first time a dispensary's had clones around here.
yeah. I haven't heard of any. I think there was one other one that was. I can't remember. It's funny because Caroline's, they're the big one around here. Caroline's,
Yeah.
her stores, and they have a huge indoor operation that's right off of 146, right next to it. You can see it, right? You can smell it, see all the buildings clear as day. If I'm not mistaken, they have 6 now. They started out with 4. They just added 2 more. I
She's
say
one of the
they're,
big sponsors of the Harvest Cup.
yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I actually pulled into a side road once in Mendon, and
Yo,
it's like a
drive-ins
little
in
little
Mendon.
strip mall, and it was Caroline's right there, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know this was here. I was taking a leak, like Oh my God. She's got stores everywhere. Good for her, man. Good for her. I mean, you're still gonna pay for top notch shit. You're gonna pay, anywhere between 500 and 600 for an ounce of flour, but
The
they
most
always have
I've
those sales
seen,
for 100 bucks.
the most I've seen is $400.
Have you? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know some of the Boston ones. They still have like the one on Friend Street. Can't remember the name of it. They still have top shelf shit. That anywhere 450 to 600 or
It
something.
seems like, how do I say this? Like the hick towns that have a dispensary in Mass
Yeah,
have the worst
yeah,
prices.
yeah. They do, right?
Because the one I was looking
Why?
at,
Because they're trying to recoup. You think they're trying to recoup their startup and everything else, all the startup shit, and then,
I,
well, they're just trying to max out as much as they can.
I don't know, probably max it out because like Ashby, Winchington,
Yeah,
like once you get out there, there's nothing
yeah. So they can charge that kind of money.
unless they're
Yeah,
gonna travel fucking 45 minutes to get somewhere.
right. And then they would spend not only their time but a shitload of money on gas round trip.
I still
So it's
drive
like,
30 minutes away to get a better deal.
yeah, good for you. Yeah, that's the way to do it, really. I mean, I've been into one store. That's it. And that was when they first opened years ago. Was not impressed. They were so sold. They were sold out of every flower except for like 4 shitty strains, and they still wanted, like, back then. I think it was like, in the very beginning, everybody was getting close to the 600 an ounce, and then now that they have older stock and they can start these sales over the last few years, they do the $100 deal until you freaking they went out just to move the product out.
I like
Using about,
there's a dispensary
yeah,
in Brookline that I like.
yeah, the NTSD is NT, was it NE?
Netta.
That's it, Netta. I always get it mixed up. Yeah, because they were in the old bank, in my old bank,
It's so
Brookline
beautiful.
5 cent savings. Yeah, the old freaking, right in the corner of Washington Street and freaking Route 9,
I just like
Williamson
going
Street.
in there because it's cool.
Yeah, right. That's where this dude I was working with at Gillette. He lives in Dorchester, and he was going in there one day and he'd go in and grab an ounce for $100. It was like 120 and change or 30 and change, whatever it was after taxes. And then he'd go in and buy another one, and then he'd go and flip them. I mean, I always was like, well, dude, you're flipping them for $150. What are you doing, making $15 a zip? Like, that's not worth it. But to each his own. I mean, if that's what he was doing, because he was flipping them real quick. He'd go in and, I think he got 4 or 5 one day. He just come out, go back in, come out, go
Yeah,
back in.
at one point they were like, if you want more, you have to leave and come back.
Yeah, it's so fucked. So fucked.
I was like,
It just
what? I
goes to
have to
show
come
you.
in again? They're like,
Yeah,
yeah. I was like, what?
it's not legal. It's just been somewhat decriminalized. It's not legal. Just goes to show you right there.
I
Highly,
don't, I
highly
don't know
illegal.
if places will do that anymore. I
What,
haven't
allow
been.
you to go in and out?
Yeah, I know at first they were
Yeah,
letting you.
yeah. This was only like a few months ago he was doing it too.
They might
Like I
still
said,
let you. I don't know.
yeah, I'm not that familiar with it. So this is what he was telling me. This is also a dude. I don't know where he lives. I don't know really much about him. He calls me 2 weeks ago, and he's like, he's talking to me for 20 minutes, making small talk about how he had the surgery on his shoulder and all this shit. And then he goes, yeah, I was hoping I could get an ounce from you. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Then he's like, and I can pay you tomorrow. And I'm like, what? Sorry, guy.
What's up,
If you think I'm
Midwest?
that
How
big
are
of a
you?
fucking sucker, I'm gonna cuff you an ounce, and I don't even know where the fuck you live. See you later.
Midwest.
And of course, he never called me back. Oh, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Hey, Midwest, what's up, man?
Here, guy.
I didn't know if you could hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Huh. All right. Midwest probably
Good
is
dad.
like laughing at us because he probably doesn't have any dispensaries around us.
What was that?
I said you're probably like laughing at us because there's not many dispensaries around where you're at.
Oh, actually, there's quite a few. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just south of St. Louis a pretty good ways, but there's a surprising amount for where I'm at, really.
Yeah. I was actually seeing that Missouri's in a serious friggin' they're dry, all the stores and everything too. They didn't expect the influx of everybody coming over the borders from the other states, and they might not have may not be flush again until June, July, late June or July or something. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't really shop at them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, right on.
My cousin, he does a lot, and I haven't heard anything from him. But
yeah, it was a big article in the Boston Globe. It's a pretty serious paper, so it's not like it was just on my read on Facebook. But it was a real article about all the markets around the country, and that was one of them that they were saying was they didn't plan ahead enough, thinking about the over the border shit. But yeah, I guess it all depends upon what you're buying too.
I guarantee you, New Hampshire's still funky with the laws.
Yeah.
We go to New Hampshire
They
for
decriminalized
yeah, right.
possession. Yeah, but they haven't done any growing. There's no stores, nothing like that.
Yeah, they come down here. They're medical.
Yeah, Sununu. What do you expect? Sununu's he's gonna go whatever the tide takes him on the Republican side. It's just the way it is. I mean, he's gonna be running for president soon, so he's already basically said he's jumping in the race.
New Hampshire's one of those states they don't have taxes on things.
Yeah, no sales tax. No, yeah, what's the other one too? No sales tax, and then there's no, I forget, something to do with the property tax too. Can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't know. They make their money somewhere. I'll put it that way. I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's a business tax or it could be even through the property taxes, but I don't think so.
It's one of those
I
situations.
know Illinois has property tax.
What's that, Midwest? I missed half that. Sorry.
Oh, I know Illinois doesn't have any personal property tax. I've heard.
Yeah. Illinois is also the. No, I'm thinking Indiana. Sorry, but yeah, I believe it. I mean, look at Portland. Portland's getting no sales tax, but they get everybody's paying the difference in their property taxes going through the roof.
Yep. So, fuck somewhere else.
Excuse me. Yeah.
What's a popular strain right now? The soap.
So yeah, I've seen that around a lot.
What is it?
Soap.
Oh, right. Really? Wow.
Jealousy, I've seen a lot lately.
I just got Jealousy. That's funny. I got it 2 weeks ago.
Moonbug.
It was all right. A lot of wood.
From Archive. I don't know. What else, Charlie? What else is good right? Like, I don't know.
Right now, around here. The black cherry I just got fucking smoking. That's what I'm smoking on now. I get a harvest. But what's the other one that there was it was Cali, but it was GMO. Came in from Cali. Same with this black cherry. It just came in from Cali. It's Cali weed.
I think everyone just goes to Maine now.
Yeah, that too. Oh, look at Cousins, huh? Oh, shit. Yeah, just pushed what's his name into the bench. Braun. They're gonna go for him now. Yeah. Oh, Bertuzzi. That's who they just shoved in.
Man,
Yeah.
I got some pineapple running as well.
Oh, nice.
I got 11 seedlings going. They ain't sexed yet.
Yeah.
I probably got them. I probably got them from the same place as you. Did you get them from Tommy?
Yeah. Wait.
That's funny. Yeah, he sent them to me with some of his.
Tommy T. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. Tommy gave me a whole pack.
Yeah, same here, man.
He was like, I was like, I want some shine apple. He's like, oh yeah. And he sent me his stuff and a bunch of shine apple.
Yeah, I won a giveaway on Fumi's show. It's been last year sometime. It was back doing like the wheel, and Tommy was on, and I won a pack of his, and he sent the shine apple with it. They're fucking vigorous though.
Yeah, they look good. The leaf structure is kind of funky on them. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, they all popped up good. I'm curious to see how many females I get out of it, because they all are really, really similar. There's a couple shorter, squattier ones that I'm assuming will maybe be female, but who knows?
Yeah, that's the shitty thing. I hate having to sex them.
I know, right? I'm planning on doing like I told you, I've never done clones, so I've got P pods ordered. I got Clone X, just because I don't know. I figured my first time I would use the shit and not try and make my own or nothing. And I've got domes and trays, and I'm just gonna give it a shot with all of these seedlings I have going. I'm gonna take a clone off of them and get them rooted and then sex them and see how that goes.
Yeah, you shouldn't have any troubles. Definitely a set it and forget it with cloning. With cloning. Yeah.
I don't like Rockwell.
Yeah, that could be a little bit.
I thought about buying Rockwool, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get the P plug.
Yeah, I like the rapid rooters. They work for me.
Yeah, rapid rooters. Yeah, I always turn. Rapid rooters are good because you can turn them upside down. Because they're like a thin pyramid. Turn them upside down, create your own. You're gonna create your own hole anyway. They're never deep enough, but I do anyway. But they stand up on their own. It's like awesome. They give them just enough water. Yeah, you just I always find this when you get them damp the first time, put a cover on them, and don't open those vents for 7 days. You're gonna have roots starting within 10. And you'll have them showing by 14.
I have a tray that fits those perfect.
Excuse me. I told you I used to tape my trays, my covers shut. Literally take duct tape. And, I wouldn't even touch them for 14 days. Just lift the cover off. 14 days, guaranteed you're gonna be freaking planting them. Just transplant.
Oh,
yeah. And that's with Brockwell. Any medium. P-plug's a little bit different, only because they can hold that water a little bit longer, which is cool. It's definitely good, especially in the very beginning. They want that dampness. Let them dry back. Yeah. Key is a dry back when it comes to cloning too. You don't want them to get fucking rot.
Do you get in and spray them every couple of days?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll always open the vents, give them some fresh air for like literally less than 5 minutes, just enough. I'll even blow in it, just be like, just to get that air circulating and moving. Spray them through the hole of the vent. I'll spray them through the hole of the vent, and then close it up real quick. Bam-o. And that's it. Yeah. But you gotta make sure that they dry though. That's the key. Is you don't want there's already moisture on the leaves or anywhere on the plant for that matter. You want them to dry off so they harden off a little bit before you spray them with water. You keep spraying with the water, you're going to start creating. So potentially, this is obviously creating some issues. Especially if temps drop, you can get some PM. You never know if you get algae growing. You know what I mean? That's why you want a little bit of a dry back on those on the medium that you're using. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I find I don't even use a dome anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I use an easy cloner, and I have for years, just because they're so easy, and they actually got rid of the domes. I never used them anyway. I just spray them. That's all I do, and let them dry back. I spray them. Probably have to spray them twice every 2 or 3 times every 24 hours. But
for the first week and a half, I keep the medium really wet. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then,
I mean, it's not like the plant's sucking anything up anyway, so it's like basically just barely keeping itself alive. So it's not going to dry out anyway because the plant's not taking anything up.
Yeah, so I think all of it evaporating off of if you keep it kind of moist, it kind of helps the little system.
Yeah, I mean, even if you put them in a closet, no light at all, so you don't get any algae. I mean, not that algae is a big thing anyway.
I've had algae, yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I
Clones
put
I've
it in
actually
this. I
let get
put it in the
algae. 'Cause
soil, and it's like gone.
yeah, dies off. Yeah, it's gonna have oxygen to live. It has to have light to live. And that's the whole point. Algae thrives off photosynthesis. That's why it's green.
Honey's
But
antibacterial. I found out.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's why
honey's a good
I
cloning agent.
What for like cloning gel, Charlie?
If you're gonna, Clonex. I use if I'm gonna use anything, Clonex.
Right on.
That's what I. But I've used aloe vera over the years. I've used the powdered shit over the years. I've used Dip and Grow, which is one of the oldest ones. And that's you got to dilute that down. And but yeah, right now I've used Clonex for the last 5 years just because I want that scarring. I want it to heal as fast as possible, and give it a couple hormones. It's not like it's crazy. You can use nothing.
You let me into another question for you. I know everybody says do like a 45 at the bottom, and some people talk about scarring the tissue a little. What do you recommend there?
I do both. I do a 45 degree, and then I'll take the edge of my razor blade, and I'll actually just scrape down, right all around. Just use the edge of it and scrape it around
Right
the 45. Yeah, I mean, I used to actually still. I used to, and occasionally I probably still do. I mean, I don't even remember, but sometimes I'll even score it with the corner of the razor blade. Just make 4 scores just in the bark itself around the 45.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
You gotta try to. So
just literally just score it though. You don't want to go deep.
remember,
You don't want to screw up that tip of the 45.
whatever cut you're making, you're gonna have to seal at some point, because you're gonna you want, so when you take a clone, you want that end to be kind of sealed so it doesn't lose pressure within the plant.
Yeah, but the other thing too is on an easy cloner, I've used nothing before on all mediums that I've used, because back in the day you didn't have anything. You took a cut, you just threw it in freaking dirt, literally dirt in a Dixie cup, and they just take a little bit longer.
On my outdoor, the only clone I've done was an outdoor plant. I was just cleaning up the bottoms a little bit, and I just stuck one in the fucking dirt outside, and it rooted. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why they call it weed. It'll grow anywhere, almost under any conditions. I mean, that's the whole point of the nickname weed. It's a weed.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're in certain parameters with your environment, thing's gonna grow.
Well, I think we're far from the weed. I mean, weed was the hemp plant of this. When they were using it,
I mean, you put a fine, yeah, absolutely, no question. Put a fine point on that for sure.
I think we've come a long way from that weed.
Yeah.
That back in the day, they never had to support it.
Right. I mean, some genetics can be so sensitive that they really need TLC the whole way. I've got certain strains where they just, like the Hell's OG, hates the easy
wants
cloner.
to be babied.
It'll root, but it'll get to a certain point and be like, "Fuck you," and this is not what I like.
Apple fritter does that.
Dog breeds the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Apple fritter does that.
Yep. But as long as you stay on top of shit. I mean, not that I haven't lost clones. I mean, I've let clones go in easy clones so long that it, like 3 months, and they're like, I'll rip a few apart. No, they'll make it, but most of them I'll trash, or they'll just die because some strains will grow faster in the aeroponic system than others, and they'll just smother them. They'll just die.
I want hemp seeds. I've been throwing mad cannabis seeds everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a spot outside the gallery, in the back, where there's a trees and a garden, and I threw a bunch of seeds out there.
Right.
Yeah, I heard you saying that, Smash. Is there any community gardens around you?
I don't think so. Yeah, probably.
You ought to go fucking pop them up. They'd be happy. Some people would be.
That'd be funny. That would end up on the community Facebook page. Someone put weed in our garden.
keep going back. Like wait till harvest time and see who's there, like taking care of it.
I thought about going to look for a spot in the woods.
Hell yeah, man.
That would be cool, having somebody, I mean, it would suck, obviously, depending on why you're doing it, but having somebody come across it, like you were just saying, Midwest, and next thing you know, they're trying to help it grow.
Yeah, taking care of it. They're like, holy fuck, look at this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I was a kid, and I'm not kidding, when I was like 13, right after I started smoking the shit in my hometown reservoir, around the whole perimeter of it was just a pond, and it was small. It was probably 200 feet by 150, and but we saw these plants growing one summer, me and my best friend, and we thought it was weed for sure. We're like, yeah, it's got 5 fingers, man, and we pulled a whole shitload of them, and they were nothing. Of course, they were nothing but weeds, but we didn't know, we just saw 5 fingers in what we thought was weed. Yeah, because we thought we came across a stash from the kids over the years just smoking along the reservoir. Like they must have thrown their seeds and they took. The mind of a 13-year-old, the imagination.
Dude, I've seen pictures of seeds growing in people's like dashboards, like on the floorboards.
Yeah, just trucks and shit. Or just caked with fucking dirt over the years. They take.
I've had some plants grow in the bed of a truck of mine that I drove every day. I didn't take very good care of the truck.
Yeah.
It wasn't weed though. It was just like some fucking I don't even know what it was. Just some shit growing or weeds.
Yeah.
Dude, I kind of want to get this Gary Payton cut.
I've had seeds that I've thrown out come up like around my yard when I was a kid, but they I wouldn't take care of them or anything. They were just because by the age of 15 I started having a gorilla grow somewhere. I started in my town and then just moved my way out to the Berkshires. But yeah, I mean, I started them in Dixie cups. That's how I started my very first seed, was the little Dixie cups with the jokes on them when we were kids in the 70s. And just putting it in my father's gutter because I had access through my brother's window to the gutter, the top gutter. And yeah, and it came up. They all came. I had 4 of them. They all came up, and they started to get starter leaves. But then, I knew nothing about it. You know what I mean? There were no holes in the bottom of the cups or anything like that. Plus, they were in a friggin' gutter, so they're going to get drenched all the time. And we had a lot of rain, and they just wilted away. You know what I mean? And from that moment on, though, I was hooked. But I always worked in the landscape industry, and I got taken under the wing by somebody that was graduated, literally #1 out of over 400 graduating students in his class at San Luis Obispo, the agricultural and horticultural school, back in the late 70s. And he kind of took me under his wing, taught me a lot of shit. So I had a good head start. Yeah, I was just lucky. Just Joey Quinnen, never forget him as long as he just closed his garden shop. It's like, I grew up in a pretty affluent town, and this kid was gay. His father didn't even know it, but his old man insured the police, the school, fire department, everything in the town through his insurance and real estate company. And that's how Joey, his son, got the house that he literally made the front yard and the garage. It was the first suburban surgical hospital in America. He made the surgical room it was huge, and everything was oak and maple. It was so nice. We did every floor over. But anyway, he made the front yard and the backyard, like the whole perimeter that was grass, his nursery, and then he turned the 2-car garage into a garden shop. Where the register was and everything, and all the hand tools and gloves. And he'd have obviously some, annuals in there, perennials just to decorate it. But yeah, he made a fortune. He just closed it only like 3 years ago. Yeah.
We had a big one closed here by me. They've been open, I think, the late 40s.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
They closed down 2 years ago.
Yeah, we've had a lot of those lately. Because now you got, florists, I will say, not necessarily garden and landscape supply places, but a lot of the florists, they've closed in my hometown because of all the 1-800 flowers too. They consolidated because they used to get them from the small people. But now you got, like, I used to work for this one place that's huge, and they just pump them out all day. Everything from 1-800 flowers. I mean, they'll do some specialty stuff like weddings and shit like that. But yeah, right in Chestnut Hill, real rich area. It changed names. Smash Winslow's. You know Winslow's. You see those trucks going around everywhere. Those vans for delivering flowers. But anyway, I ended up buying them out. They're pretty big. They're huge in Massachusetts. Winslow's. They started in Newton. Yeah.
We have a place called Cully's here.
Yeah. Winslow's is big just because they have huge contracts: interior, exterior, landscaping, maintenance, installation, design, like the whole works. Those are the people I used to work for.
It's funny. We have 2 greenhouses right next to each other.
Where? By your house?
Yeah.
Or in your town? No shit, huh? Yeah, that golf course is beautiful, brother. I want to play that course. What's it called, the one that's behind your house?
Oak Hill?
Yeah, that's it. Oak Hill. Beautiful grounds, man. Is that a private course or public course?
Private hit.
Yeah.
That's like $60,000 a year type of shit.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, my hometown has a freaking 9-hole course, and back in the 70s, it was $10,000 a year.
You have to it's one of those places you don't pay to eat. You just sign your name.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Charles River Country Club. That's where I kind of grew up playing with my friend Mark. That's right in Newton, right on the Newton Chestnut Hill line, and it's it's where McHale and everybody used to play. It's where McHale lived actually, because it's got a development in there as well. But it's been around for a long time. Same with the TPC course down in Norton, but I've only played that course once. But
I just want to drive around the golf carts.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
We used to fill our bag. We'd always dump one bag into another friend of ours bag, and we'd fill it up with ice and beers, or just take our time going around looking. Especially Leo J. Martin in Wellesley. It's a public course. We'd get a cart and just cruise around. Do more than drink beers, but we weren't troublemakers. It's golf. You're not there to make noise, be loud, but you're there to have a few beers and a couple lines and smoke a couple joints on the way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They party. When you're on the golf course, doesn't matter what hour you're drinking.
Yeah. I mean, now they just the good private courses like Oak Hill or Charles River or Needham.
The beverage cart.
Yeah, exactly. They just come around now and just serve you.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of nice. But you're paying an arm and a leg, because I knew everybody else was just filling up cooler, especially the public courses. Yeah, I haven't played in a while, but I go to the range down in Auburn all the time, but I haven't even been there since last season. But I'm gonna get out there as soon as the weather's good. I got a couple nice sets, so the Bruins won, man. Right on.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. Yep. Or they're about to win. 3 minutes left, 3-1.
I need Golden State to win.
Yeah. And who's the third? Celtics?
Yeah.
Man, the closest I ever got to playing golf was going at night to the golf course, stealing all the golf balls we could gather in a 5-gallon bucket, and then going home with a aluminum baseball bat and fucking banging them in the woods and go pick them up again.
Yeah. We did that, but we had a Needham golf course. We had what was called the ninth tee, and it overlooked this field called the Fazio, and it was like, I'm not exaggerating, it was 10 soccer fields. The Tri-State Championships used to be there all the time, because my hometown was like the soccer capital of America at one point, if it isn't still, for all I know. But anyway, the ninth tee overlooked it, and it had arborvitaes that went around the perimeter, so it would block the field, for the golfers, and that's where we used to hang and party, and nobody could see you, and the cops weren't going to cross 2 soccer fields to come and see, or the train tracks and come and see you. So see who's fucking partying out there. So yeah, it was where. Yeah, dude, it was where I had my first 2-on-1 with my girlfriend and this other chick, another friend of mine. I was like 16. Their idea. It was their idea. I'm like, what are you shitting me? Of course I did. Let's go. I'm like, what? Yeah, all hammered, fucking smoked a couple joints on the way. Oh, it's pisser. Yeah, probably blasting a few, fucking gacking a few lines too, most likely. But yeah.
What year was that though?
Oh, it's 1980, something like that.
Totally different
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It was awesome. Well, I don't know. That part of my life never kind of changed. It was always freaking pretty exciting, to be honest. Working the clubs and everything. Pick up some fucking, have chicks pick you up, man. Fuck yeah.
I was a
Fuck
security guard.
We'd have contests. See, the underage kids back then. Fucking some of them when they were 17. You're only 18, 19 when I started working back there because you didn't have to be 21 yet. Just work at a bar, and yeah, we'd have contests. To see how many hot chicks you let in, but not just let in, but they had to pay a certain price if you get my meaning.
I never really, it was always the security guard.
Yeah.
I'm just a big kid.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Now it's different though. Now it's different when you're at a club, man. They'll sue you. They'll sue you at the drop of a dime, brother.
The problem is like even still nowadays, like I used to get off shift and everyone would hang out at the bar. They would lock the doors. People were smoking inside.
Oh yeah.
Drinking, going home hammered.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. I could be going down Stowe Drive at 4 o'clock in the morning. Fucking out of my mind. I had a Buick Skylark at one point. Me and Lynn, this was in the 90s when the rack closed. I got one of the signs. There was a sign behind the drummer, the riser for the drummer. And it'd been there since 75. And it said, the Rat, Boston Rock and Roll. And they were 8 feet or 9 feet by 4.5 feet. And it was 2 pieces. And it said the Rat. And it had a rat on top of the capital T. And the lower half. And it was actually painted made in Lynn's apartment back in 1975. And by her and J.J. Razzler. So when they closed, I took the bottom part, Boston Rock and Roll, because somebody already had dibs on the Rat, the upper part. And so I dismantled the thing. And I get it on top of the Buick, right? And it's the after party now. This is not the after party. I'm talking the closing party, after party. And I somehow rigged it up. Yeah, Jimmy it was a famous bar, man. It was the CBGB's of Boston. That's how famous this club was. And it was back in the day, back in the 70s when punk rock and late 60s, it used to be owned by the mob. And then Jimmy Harold took it over. In 1975, the mob sold it to him for dirt cheap. This is right in Kenmore Square, right behind Fenway Park. You want to talk about prime real estate. He had a Strawberry's record store that he owned that was right there on the first floor. Above it was a karate school, and on the third floor was
we had a Strawberry's at one point.
Yeah. I knew the owner of Strawberry's back in the day when he owned them all until he got caught up in the coke and the scandals. And just
the Boston Marathon was today.
Yeah. But anyway, I get this sign on top of my car, and I'm going down at like 4:30 in the morning down Starrow Drive, and it looks like I've got a pair of wings on my car. I thought it was going to freaking catch air. I don't know how I got this thing to stay on the roof of the car, but I put it on like the long way, like an idiot, instead of putting it from windshield to windshield, the length of it. Yeah, that's how fucked up I was. And then I'm going home I'm going to get pulled over for sure, but I didn't. I didn't get pulled over. Yeah. It's that time of night, especially going through Harvard Square in Cambridge, there's a Cambridge cop sitting right there. I used to pull up to him side of a light, and I'd have so much shit on me. And I mean so much shit coming home, and I'd be half in the bag. I must have had at least, 12-pack of Rolling Rock, a few shots in me after work. Oh, yeah. That's in like a 2-hour period. I used to be pretty free, and just wave to the guy. What's up? I saw him actually making a flick one night, though. We thought a building was on fire in Cambridge in Harvard Square. We were like, holy shit, that building's on fire. But they were making a movie, and it was a real house, but they had, you know, modified it so that they could have flames shooting out the windows and stuff, and the building would catch on fire. It was pretty cool, man. Yeah, it's fucking 3:30 in the morning, pitch black. All the trailers were all lined up. That's kind of how we figured out it was a movie, you know. But yeah, cops everywhere. Yeah, I told you guys about it. I was retelling the story to a friend of mine the other day. How I got a lot of friends that I graduated high school with, and they became Boston cops. Plus, I was selling most of them friggin' not just my friends, but I'd say close to a quarter to a third of the force of their blow. And back in the day. But anyway, I get pulled over. I'm coming home from this place, Chet's. Chet's was really famous. It was right across from the Boston Garden where the TD Garden is now, where they're playing. And it was a famous club above the penalty box. You know the penalty box, don't you? Smashed
Yes.
down to Causeway Street. Well, right above it used to be this club called Chet's. You go up down in the back at the end of the bar. There's a set of stairs. Just go up to the club. But anyway, I'm coming home, and I'm here. We weren't coming home. We were going to the Rat for last call. So it's like 12:30 at night. 1 o'clock, whatever the hell it was. And we had spent the whole night at Chet's, and I had like 40 halves on me, and I had given them to Lynn to hold because I was driving, but we had two friends in the back. The whole car, we had been drinking all night long, and at least 4 or 5 hours just hammering. So the whole car stunk of booze. So we're on Beacon Street, and it's in the middle of winter. I think it was winter of '94, and it was really bad. It was like one of the worst winters. So on Beacon Street, where the parked cars were, they had been plowed in, and big mounds going up to the street, but it had become icy. So it kind of was a slope, and it's 3 lanes. So this limo was going super slow in front of me, and I was going to pass him at the set of lights right before the Stowe Drive overpass, Kenmore, and I nicked his rear because of the slope of the snow. My car slid just a hair, but just enough. It didn't dent his car, but it made a little bit of a freaking scrape on his paint, and he was livid. So we pull over under the overpass, and next thing you know, there's a Boston cop literally right behind me within seconds. I mean, I think he was behind me to begin with, and he kind of witnessed the whole thing. So anyway, I'm all panicked. I have no license on me. All I have and I have no license. I have my Florida ID on me. That's it. Not a license, just my Florida picture ID because I just moved back from Palm Beach. And who gets out of the cruiser in front of me, man? My friend from high school, Bobby Downey. And I say, hey, Bobby, what's up? And he goes, hey, Pissy, what's going on? I said, hey, I have no license on me, but I got this thing. So I give it to him. And he goes back and he goes, yeah, just stay in the car. He goes, I'll be right back. And he goes and talks to the limo driver. The limo driver's bullshit. Now, I haven't talked to the limo driver. I haven't, nothing. I mean, I haven't been close to him. I'm just sitting in the car. And he wanted to feel sobriety on me. Bobby comes back and goes, this guy's bullshit. He wants me to feel sobriety on you. He gives me my ID back and he goes, just get out of here. This is state police jurisdiction anyway. It's not even ours. But just get out of here. I'll take care of this. Talk about lucky. If it was anybody else, man, I would have been, they would have. I mean, the car reeked of booze. I mean, roll the window down. This is in '94. It's not like, it was the '80s or anything like that. Even late '80s, they started cracking down on it a lot. You know what I mean? It was like, if it was any other cop or if I didn't know the state, because I used to, there's a couple names I could drop at the Stadies too, but that's only an emergency. But I would have dropped it then. But that doesn't mean it. Stadies can be kind of iffy. Doesn't matter who you know with some of these fuckers. When it comes to Boston cops, that's different. But with the Stadies, they don't give some of the young bucks, they don't give a shit who you know. And I know the first black captain. I grew up with him in my town. And his old man's a judge, retired obviously now. And even Stewie's retired. But I dropped his name all the time, man. It got me off a lot of shit, because he was extremely well known and an extremely powerful person. So they didn't fuck with me. Plus, my wife's got a lot of friends too that are in the Stadies. But it's like I said, it all depends upon who you got. Because I've gotten speeding tickets. Some I get away with. Now I got what's called a 5-digit plate in my state, which means you know somebody. And cops know that when they see a 5-digit plate. So, when I do get pulled over, it's usually because I'm just going, I'm speeding. That's it, So a couple of them have written me speeding tickets, that's for sure. But a lot of them don't. They don't. They're just like, yeah, just slow it down. I've had them pull up next to me and just roll their passenger side window down and talk to me because I'm driving too fast. Because it's rush hour. Because these highways, I grew up on them. All the roads I'm driving. So when I see slowpokes in the fucking fast lane, that irritates me, and I just go around them. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be, Mr. Speedy
Charlie
Gonzalez
scares me
here.
when he
I'm just
drives
trying to get.
sometimes.
I'm just trying to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. A car is a tool to me. I am just trying to get to where I need to go. So just leave me alone and let me drive. Just stay out of my way. When you're going 50 miles an hour in a 65 fast lane, the travel lane, that's why it's called the travel lane. But nowadays, you flick your high beams like you're supposed to, just to say, hey, let me pass. And people take it like you're fucking pulling out a gun. Like they just take so offense to it. They don't do anything. It's like they slow down. It's like, oh, come on, man. I'm not asking you to be fucking go out of your way. Get out of my way.
Yeah, just get the fuck out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. It's called the travel lane, but people don't know. They don't. They just don't. Either the customs, regular customs that we always adhere to because we live in a society that we agree to certain rules. Some people just don't give a shit anymore about them. You know what I mean? They just don't care.
Yep.
So yeah, it is what it is. So I've learned to calm down after I had to do my third safety driving course.
My sister's
no bullshit. Like fucking a year and a
I've
half.
only done one.
my sister's
Only
like
one.
that. She's like on her 5th one.
Yeah, but COVID, the good thing about COVID was is you could do it online, and my wife did it twice for me.
I had to do it. I had to do it
Yeah.
twice because of some stupid shit.
Did ya? Yeah, it sucks, man. $140, and then the last time because I had done, it was my third, I had to pay $165, and I had to stay the whole day, 8 hours, man. Or I wasn't gonna split it up into 2 days. I'm like, yeah, let's just get it over
Mine
with.
was because of an accident
Mm.
during the winter.
A bad
I
one?
think.
Was it a bad one? Bad Ackie? Because I had an Ackie on mine, but it was a fender bender.
No, I destroyed a car.
Oh. Well, my speeding tickets aren't crazy. I mean, the average speed in Massachusetts is 80 miles an hour on the highways, even though the speed limit's 65. I mean,
Route 2 is 55.
Even my last one, I was only going 75, but it was because I was trying to get around all the assholes coming from the Bruins game. And the Celtics, it was the day after Thanksgiving last year, actually, that Friday. Yeah.
I go 70.
If you set it for 79 miles an hour, they won't pull you over unless you're driving like an idiot. Just that's rule of thumb for them, by the way. Just to let you know, that's 70. That really is an insight.
Fine, 10-year mine. I've heard that.
79. Yeah, that's from my friends who are stadies and family members of the stadies. They're like, we won't pull anybody up if they're not going. So if they're going below 80 miles an hour, they won't waste their money, their time. It's not worth it. They just they want the ones that they can run a $400 ticket for. $350, $400, $250, $300. Yeah.
No, what am I doing?
So I've gotten a lot of breaks over the years. Even Rhode Island, the guy gave me a break. I was going 90. He gave me he said on the thing that I was only going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. It was 55, and he put down that I was only doing 65. And I said it to him outright. Can you cut me a break, man? I'm just going to work. I was going to my garden. I was late. I thought I was going to have shit fucking wilting bad, So, but he gave me a break. He did. He gave me a break. It's a big break. 90 to 65 is a big difference. Especially when it's $10 for every mile an hour over the speed limit. It's $100 for the first 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, and then every mile an hour after that is $10. That's the way it works in Massachusetts. And that's all state, local. I mean, state and local.
And once you get over $100, there's some weird fines.
I don't know. I bet my straight tickets.
Yeah, once you get over 100 miles an hour.
4 a.m, I had 5 buckets one time in Rhode Island. I was going through North Smithfield, I think it was. and or Lincoln. I can't remember either way. I'm on the side roads. I got 5 buckets in the back, filled, and I got my daughter in the car with her friend, and we got pulled over for doing 1 mile an hour over the 10 miles. We were going 11 miles an hour over the speed limit. The guy pulled us over. Thank God he didn't fucking ask what was in the buckets.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were packed with shit. I had 5 of them coming home to dry and fucking cure shrimp.
I'm gonna smoke one more bowl.
Yeah, I gotta go going, by the way. Sorry, I forget how late it is, and I'm babbling,
Stoned.
guys. It's already 10:30.
Yeah, I probably need to eat.
Cheers, guys. Midwest, always a pleasure, man.
Have a good
Smash,
night.
thanks always for having me on, man. Be good.
Good
We'll
night,
talk
guys.
about Thursday. Peace.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheers, man.
Have a good night, Midwest. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you had a good week. I'll probably go live.